Something, something, Canto Bite. Hi, I'm Jimmy, and I know some of you probably clicked on this video because of the title. Well, we will. I'm just not ready yet. I'm currently working on my Last Jedi hot take, because you know everyone's got one. Still, 6 months later? Well, mine's going to be different, so just come back later and we'll talk about it. So, just mill around until I'm ready. Open up a second browser and YouTube taking the hobbits to Isengard for 10 hours, and then maybe I'll be done. Here, I'll help. I mean, it's not like another Star Wars movie is going to come out before I'm done with this, right? Holy shit! I took so long writing this review that another Star Wars movie came out. And went! Because nobody saw it. Actually, that's internet exaggeration there. People did go, in fact, and see the movie, just not enough people to justify the box office. Gotta be truthful. And look, I got a Funko Pop of a character from Solo, Enfys Nest. I watched a Star Wars movie, and I wanted a toy from it. Remember those days? So long ago? Actually, it was only a few years ago because you also wanted a Captain Phasma. Gotta be truthful. I mean, I wanted a Porg too, ironically, but that didn't work out for me quite so well. I just thought this character was pretty much a badass, really, and rode on a really neat speeder bike thing, and had a cool theme, and then she took off her helmet, and I was like, it's a girl? Even better. Because, you know, on the internet, we're not all like that. But actually, some of us are, and that's deplorable. Because it is. Gotta be truthful. Also, I got this poster, which I'm currently using as a placemat. Free spot gets a bingo. In general, the movie is just okay. Glover is fun, Chewie is great, but the whole thing is just not very epic at all, and it wasn't really marketed that way, and I think that was part of the problem. Also, and I know some people scoff at this, but I think we're experiencing a little bit of Star Wars fatigue at the moment. Oh, well, actually, Marvel movies are released every 3 months, and there's no fatigue there. Okay, well, how about possibly just a little bit of fallout from the previous movie? You know, The Last Jedi. Actually, that's impossible. There was fallout after The Phantom Menace, but yet everyone went and still saw Attack of the Clones. Widely reported production problems? Actually, everyone went and saw Rogue One, and it had production problems too. How about the fact that we really didn't need this movie and no one really gave a shit? Yes? Actually, why are we talking about movies at all? An entire school was blown up over in fill-in-the-blank by a fill-in-the-blank last fill-in-the-blank. And nobody's talking about that at all. Instead, we're talking about movies. What a waste of our time and resources. Damn, you know, it's really hard to make a point on the internet nowadays, isn't it? This discourse is just so frustrating and surprisingly political. I just want to talk about a movie and I can't even make a single argument here.
No, this isn't an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just contradiction.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
It is.
Seriously, I don't really know what an alt-right is, an SJW, a cuck, and I don't want to know. Oh, so you want to be ignorant? Yes! Yes, I do! I do want to be ignorant, because in 2018, on the internet at least, ignorance is bliss. It's like on one side you have the assholes, not fans, by the way, not nerds, not basement dwellers, not trolls, because that's disrespecting an entire race right there. They're straight up assholes, and we need to make a distinction on this because of shit like this. For God's sakes, leave these actors alone, people. They're just doing their job. And also, this only makes things more difficult for me when I want to be playfully snarky about things on the internet, and suddenly I look like I'm in your camp, when in reality, I'm not a camper at all. I have no stake in camping. I don't even have a tent to pitch. And then you've got the other side of these things, cheerleading constant positivity in the face of total mediocrity. I just want to turn my brain off and like things. Yeah! There is absolutely no coincidence that the mainstreaming of the internet coincides with the release of The Phantom Menace. There was so much negativity from that generation that the new generation is like, what do we rebel against? Well, what do you got? So now, constant positivity. Here's why the prequels were actually good. Here's why Solo totally bombed, but here's why that's a good thing. Here's why Kevin Smith likes it, and we should too. Go see Solo, or we won't get any more Star Wars movies. Hey, I'm not going to complain because I consider myself lucky to at least get one Star Wars movie a year. Let alone two, because that's never going to happen again. And I can't help being stuck in the middle, and one is pulling me this way and the other one's pulling me that way. I feel like a battered child. Actually, comparing yourself to a battered child is inappropriate in this. But what really gets my goat is this clickbait crap that pops up in my Facebook feed. Yeah, I know, I clicked like on these pages, it's my fault, I realize that, but I like Star Wars. Why should I not click like on these pages? But the posts feel like an assault on me. Here's the 20 things you missed in Solo. Here's how it all ties into Game of Thrones for some reason. Rey and so-and-so are related. Click here. Will this or that character from the EU be included? Click here. Click here. Stop! They're not going to throw some weird reference from the extinct EU or throw in some plot line from the animated series into one of these goddamn movies. Oh wait, they just did that. You want a little advice, guys? Unfollow these Facebook groups. Cut ties with social media on these topics. Stop actualing and whatabouting. Unplug yourself from the pinball machine that is social media and the internet. And most importantly, like a movie, or don't, and get on with your life and go the outside. Look, here I am skipping stones. I did this for 20 minutes. It was awesome. Actually, you know what? You guys can burn the world down if you want to. Whatever gets you clicks, right? Just leave me out of it. Meanwhile, I'll be here at home, lying in my bed.
Congratulations, kid. You've taken your first step into a larger world.
So I guess I never really got to talk about The Last Jedi at all, did I? See? Sometimes it's good to subvert your expectations. Okay, I'm taking that ending back a little bit. There is something I do want to talk about that's Last Jedi related. This. This is the best scene in the movie. Princess Leia is my favorite character, and I've been waiting since I was a kid to see Princess Leia do something awesome, and everybody's got a shit on it. I don't want to see a 65-year-old woman throat through space. She never had those powers before. I'm Mary Poppins Leia, y'all. Everything about this scene is great. The music, all of it. We lost Carrie, you assholes. She's an icon. This is our last chance to see this, and you shit all over it. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there not enough lightsabers or troopers or AT-AT walkers in this scene for you? It's the one thing in the movie that I absolutely love, and it's the one thing that you all shit over. I do like the scene with Luke and R2 with the hologram. That's cute. And I like when Kylo Ren says, "Fire everything we have at that man." The best thing in the movie is the thing I love, and you all shit all over it. Internet ruins everything!